This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news in the business of podcasting. I'm Gavin Gaddis. Here's what you need to know for today, Tuesday, March 31st. First up, Substack rival Beehiiv makes a push into podcasting. This is from Max Tanney over at Semaphore. Anonymous sources tell Semaphore Beehiiv has been privately reaching out to independent podcasters on platforms like Substack to try and convince them to become founding members of Beehiiv's podcast program. Tanney says the program is expected to launch in the coming days, with more tools planned over the coming months. More details will come later this week, as this Friday's episode of Podnews Weekly Review will feature an interview with Beehiiv CEO Tyler Denk. Next up, Jar Podcast Solutions launches Jar Replay. Branded podcast agency Jar Podcast Solutions launched Jar Replay, a new audience activation product. Jar Replay lets brands and publishers identify recent podcast listeners and re-engage them with premium sound-on visual audio ads in brand-safe mobile environments. At its core, Jar Replay uses an anonymized listen signal captured by a tracking pixel or RSS prefix that identifies the user as a listener. Once identified, they can be served full-screen visual audio ads in premium mobile apps. The system can also reach lookalike audiences, mirroring the behavior of tracked listeners. Jar Podcast Solutions co-founder and CEO Roger Nairn says the dream has always been to keep branded podcasts free of flow-interrupting traditional advertisements. Jar Replay allows for that, with ad-free shows retargeting listeners after the fact. Nairn says the company provides the service for, quote, a simple $12 CPM, including ad production, end quote. And for our final top story, IAB says fragmentation is now the largest barrier to video ad growth. Inside Audio Marketing has coverage of the Interactive Advertising Bureau CEO David Cohen's presentation at New Fronts last Wednesday. Cohen described how streaming, social video, creator content, and connected TV have merged, erasing boundaries on video planning and purchasing. Consumers can see all video as video, but the ad marketplace remains fragmented. The IAB solution to that fragmentation is standardization. Cohen says this year the IAB will be working on bringing, quote, clarity, consistency, and confidence, end quote, by driving stronger definitions and frameworks for streaming, connected TV, retail media, and creator-driven content. As for the rest of the news, Backyard Ventures has announced a partnership with Between the Lines to grow their video series, developed by former NBA champion Danny Green, into a full-scale podcast and simulcast property. Net Influencer covers the launch of Triton Digital's Podcast Metrics Industry Feature Set, a set of analytics tools that give publishers industry-level benchmarks. The Media Leader covers an Advertising Week Europe presentation by Spotify Global Brand Strategy Lead Thought Leadership, Jenny Haggard, on new ad formats and tools in Spotify Ads Manager. Transistor CEO and co-founder Justin Jackson has a new video addressing the narrative podcasting was intended to be audio only from the beginning, including footage of Steve Jobs demonstrating early video podcasts on stage in 2005. And finally, content creators are getting their own version of the Clio Awards in the form of Clio Creators, launched in partnership with YouTube and creator marketing firm Influential. You can find links to everything I just talked about by clicking the link in your show notes, which will take you to today's episode post on soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to get the newsletter version of the download sent to you every day. Today's episode was written and produced by myself, Molly Demillier, Brian Barletta, and Tom Webster. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Gavin Gaddis, and I'll see you tomorrow.